goes a sight from my soul. There goes a sight, there goes a sight. Now there goes a sight from my soul. There goes a sight from my soul. There goes a sight, there goes a sight. There goes a sight from my soul. I think it's all angels just walk by. 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 There goes a sight from my soul. There goes a sight, there goes a sight. Now there goes a sight from my there goes a sight. There goes a sight, there goes a sight. Now there goes a sight from my soul. There goes a sight from my soul. There goes a sight, there goes a sight. Now there goes a sight from my soul. There goes a sight from my soul. There goes a sight, there goes a sight. I think it's all angels just walk by. I think it's all angels just walk by. I think it's all angels just walk by. There goes a sight from my soul. There goes a sight, there goes a sight. Now there goes a sight from my there goes a sight from my soul. There goes a sight, there goes a sight. Now there goes a sight from my soul. There goes a sight from my soul. There goes a sight, there goes a sight. There goes a sight from my soul. I think it's all angels just walk by. I think it's all angels just walk by. I think it's all angels just walk by. I think it's all angels just walk by.
start with your name, your age, and your relation to me.
My name's Hayden Smith, and I am 22 years old, and I am related to you by blood.
You are my
brother.
Good job.
My name is Audrey Smith. I am 14 years old, and I am Becca's sister. My name is Olivia Smith. I'm 14 years old, and I'm also Rebecca's sister. We're twins.
I am Roxanne Smith, and I am Rebecca's mom, and I am 50 years old.
Hey, I'm Tom, and I'm Rebecca's dad. I'm 50 years old, and we live in North Carolina.
I was really scared about it, and I didn't know much about the Peace Corps and like what it was, so I was a little bit confused on what it was and how long they were going to be gone and all that stuff. So.
I was excited for y'all, but also nervous because you'd be away for 2 years of my life and y'all's life, and you were going to a place that was completely uncharted, basically, and I guess it was nerve-wracking.
Not real happy about it.
Stressed.
Yeah.
Stressed. Just more than anything from a selfish point of view of not wanting you to be away from us.
Or to be in danger in another country where I couldn't get to you and take care of you quickly and keep you safe.
I was first excited for Becca because I knew that she's always wanted to do it, and then I was really sad because I knew that she would have to be gone for a really long time and I would miss her. So.
Your safety as far as like infection and sickness, probably.
Like Becca got sick, so that's scary. So.
Or get an illness.
Getting sick like you
with
did.
the dengue.
Yeah. I'm just afraid that you're not going to have the medical stuff that you need to be safe and healthy. My biggest worry has been the fact that you guys are just like not in the States, so you can't like get all the stuff that you need.
But you're getting hurt over there and not having proper facilities to take care of it.
Or just like something simple happening, like cutting up a coconut or something, chopping like a gash in your hand and then getting infected, and then I don't know. That's very likely.
Yep.
Pretty scary.
And because it's different culturally, I worry about you from a mental health point of view.
Yep.
Of how dealing with that will affect you long term.
Or being a victim of some type of an attack or assault or a rape.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm just scared you'll get sick or you'll get robbed or mugged. But I know all the people there are nice, so.
Well, the fact that we have communication with you, and we can do a FaceTime, once every few weeks. I think that's...
WhatsApp makes a big difference.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, WhatsApp has been good. FaceTime, been really nice. Calling, kind of just knowing that you're there and me knowing that, or you knowing that I'm here, so.
I'd probably say, obviously the WhatsApp and everything, but I think the videos are the most effective thing. Just being able to see a glimpse into y'all's experiences made me feel a lot closer to y'all, for sure.
Probably WhatsApp has been really good, and these videos have been really good too, because she doesn't even have WhatsApp. I don't have WhatsApp right now. I'll get it later.
Because you don't love me.
I will. I do.
Being able to text you and talk with you and just hear from you once a week makes a huge difference. I can't imagine Peace Corps volunteers that went before they had communication through cell phones and that kind of stuff. I can't fathom how their parents did it.
Well, it doesn't make you seem like you're quite 14,000 miles away.
Also, the fact that you're like coming back sometimes and like you're getting to see like for Christmas you came back, and then like a couple weeks ago you came back. So. Stop confused. I just really miss you a whole lot, and I love you both. We don't eat puppies here, we dance with them.
What's the sheets For sure. Each video is super educational, along with, fun and interesting to watch. But it's just from talking with y'all, and you almost, obviously you're not learning the culture word for word and everything like that, but I mean, you're learning a lot from just little things that y'all talk about.
Well, I've learned a lot about East Timor
Learned a lot
that
about
I
East Timor.
didn't know anything about.
I've learned that you guys are stronger than I thought, and that people in different countries are not bad. Yeah, I kind of learned that like less fortunate countries and stuff, even though they are less fortunate, they're still just as happy as we are here because they don't know any different. So just how we don't know any different from anyone else.
The last video was like when y'all talked about them getting like pushed into the jungle and having to like live for years on end on nothing, basically.
Yeah. The Indonesian occupation.
Yeah.
The mission of the Peace Corps and its purpose is different than I thought it was.
Just learning about cultures is a little different than what I thought the Peace Corps did. I guess I had the idea that they were more like some of the
Workers,
aid organizations
yeah.
and that kind of stuff, but it's more getting to know the people and becoming part of the communities. And
More like mini ambassadors
yeah,
than it is being more like a NGO that would go in and provide aid. And I could see that where that would help other countries with the perception of the United States, you know, to maybe help change their perception a little bit of what the United
Hearts
States
and
is from
minds.
what they get. Whether that's really doing any good or not, I'm very skeptical of that because I've been in situations where I know that things don't change very easily. But hey, you got to try.
What?
Nothing. Actually, probably nothing. Nothing. Probably nothing. Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like it's a loaded question, but
Nothing.
I like nothing about you being on zero.
sucks.
There's not anything I like about it.
Okay.
I like that y'all are doing something that I guess others said you couldn't, and doing something that I know you've always wanted to do, and actually like following through with a dream that you had. You know,
Yep.
I respect it a lot.
Thanks, bro.
I don't know.
I haven't. Worst sister ever.
I don't know.
We
You tell me. That's the question for you to answer.
I've.
Watch our videos.
That's not supporting y'all though.
Yeah, it is.
Made plans to come visit.
Yeah, I've made plans. I mean, hopefully that follows through. But I mean, that's not supporting y'all though.
Yeah, for sure it is.
Absolutely.
You keep a little bit connected to the family and what's going on within, I guess, the U.S. and whatnot.
Yep.
Willing to hang out with y'all when you come home.
Yeah.
That's not even a good answer either.
Do you read my WhatsApp messages?
Yeah, well, yeah.
I would absolutely forbid it. We're teaching our kids to stay close to home now.
I could fully support them if that's what they want to do. I mean, I'd probably recommend them not. I don't know.
Not to go to Timor.
I'd support them no matter what, but I would probably try to sway them into going to a safer location, I guess.
It would be very difficult. I would want to support what they want to do with their lives, but I would try to maybe encourage them to do something a little closer to home.
There's a lot of people that need help here too.
Based off their personalities, I feel like that's pretty slim chances.
I want to. I just don't think I would survive. Is the problem. Being realistic, probably not. That's not what I want to do in life. So, like, not saying that it's a bad thing at all, but I'm just saying it's not really my cup of calling.
Just trying to be there for you if you have difficulties with anything, and trying to encourage you to work your way through it in an intelligent manner and figure a way to a better place in difficulties you have in the country. And I was really good about writing you at the beginning, and that I'm not writing as often, so I need to get back on doing that. But and just trying to talk to you and be available to listen.
I wish I was more involved at the beginning before y'all left, learning about like where you're going and what you were, I don't know, learning more about the location you were going to where you could kind of experience it with them, even though you're not going to actually be there.
Trying my best to be supportive, even though I don't agree with what's necessarily agree with spending a large portion of your youth away from us and away from your younger siblings, where they could use the guidance from you. I think that they're missing out by not having you close by. I think we're all missing out. You're a very wonderful person in our lives, and we're all missing out with you not being close to us.
I don't know how to answer these. Stop.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, bye.